Hey there, beautiful souls. Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Spoken Like an Angel Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is Sunday, September 17th, 2023. And thank you for joining another edition of Timeless Channeled Messages from Heaven with yours truly, Jess Intuitive Angel Healer. These are messages from your past over loved ones and your spirit team. And today's theme is Empaths get lots of love from above. So if you're new here, I'm Jess Intuitive Angel Healer. I'm an empath, Pisces, angel intuitive, holistic healer. I am also a Reiki practitioner, but ultimately I am a voice for the voiceless, and I'm an indigo child. So that is a form of an angel that came in about the 50s. And when I do my readings, they are all the truth. And they are here to help enlighten your mind and get you connected back to your gifts. Most of my readings end up going towards empaths and their mission, because ultimately that's what I do. So if you were drawn here, that's because somebody in your spirit team either wants to say hello with the channeled message that I have, or at the end of this, so I'm going to do the channeled message that I got first, and they're just words and phrases and things that will click. If it's your message, you'll know it's your person from beyond. They're just saying hi. They want to get your attention. And then I have an actual reading for my light workers at the end. And go check out my other podcast. I turn this daily messages into a podcast. I also have my prophetic word podcast because I like to kind of put them together separate. Just because it's, if I'm gonna, I know my audiences, and I feel like I'm not religious, but I feel like it's different. So that's why my prophetic words more about the toxic shadows and how to deal with them through prophetic word. And there's a lot of messages, and there's also a light worker reading on there. So definitely hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm so excited. Thank you for the new subscribers that I have. I have 55, and that's exciting to me because I don't really try to go out here and get out there with people. I'm just out here to I'm the messenger, but these messages are important. So if you're open to receiving them, you are opening to enlightening your life for the future. So, all right, let me know how this resonates. And so I got Hidden Valley, and then Hidden Treasures, Manny, Friends, and then Captain Magoo. I think that's off of, I'm seeing that cartoon from Mr. Magoo. Yeah, he runs into everything because he's got Coke bottle glasses and he still can't see. Hummingbirds and rainbows. Spirit saying those are signs. If you've been seeing those rainbows, or definitely if you've been going through a hard time, rainbows are to let you know that everything is going to be all right. Like I said, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I listen to everything as long as it's of the love and light. But if you listen to the story about, God and Noah's Ark and hopping on the boat because you have faith, that's why I follow that, and God's promise to not flood the earth again. So it's like when I see the rainbow, and that's also Archangel Raziel's calling card and Archangel Michael's. So it's like somebody saw a rainbow over Michael's arts and crafts store one time, and that was their promise from Archangel Michael. But it's a promise of things are going to get better, but you got to have faith. And sometimes things don't always make sense that you got to have faith in. But I did hit that turning point in my healing that, hey, I haven't tried this yet. And maybe this positivity thing like full on. I can get into it, and that's how I learned how to manifest, because you do have to step out of your comfort zone to be able to manifest. You do have to have a good imagination, because you have to feel like it's already there when you're manifesting. That's law of attraction. It's ask, believe, receive. It's those three simple steps, but yet only a small percentage of people can actually manifest and come out here and testify to it. There's a lot of people who are starting to understand it, but before there was a lot of control inserted too. So, all right, I heard hungry, hungry hippos. Many, 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 many men wish death upon me. Dog, I don't look to the sky no more. Yeah, that's why they're saying this, because that's not true. You always look to your hope, forgo the ship. So somebody out there feels really attacked by people, but it's she was about to be on the other foot, is what Spirit said. So don't you worry about a thing. Heard Peter Piper pickled peppers. Shady Henderson, whoever, maybe Henderson, Nevada. There's Henderson as a last name. Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. Please stand up. Please stand up. Because I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Somebody, there's two things. I feel like somebody from your past, it feels like a young girl, maybe about 15. She's in spirit and she's playing this song. And then there's like a 40-year-old woman, 50-year-old man, and a 22-year-old male. So, all right. And then I heard working out looks good on you. Honey buns and records recording you. So, there has been people out there that are unlawfully recording people, just because states don't. You got to look at your consents, because some states only one person has to consent to recording, which is the silliest thing. We need to do something about that. But yeah, check on, don't just take people right now. If you have a feeling, check on it. Doesn't make you paranoid. Eat some stew, ratatouille. So somebody's a chef out there, or somebody's a chef in spirit. Yeah, your mom's a great chef. You're a great chef, mama. That's somebody's mom telling their like middle-aged daughter that. Lil, cook it up. Mimi, Freddie, Diana, Phoebe. Then I heard Latchkey kids, and then monsoon season. So I know that happens in New Mexico. It's where it rains a lot because it's in the desert, and the desert doesn't get any rain. And then I heard, so that could even be Arizona. I'm hearing Tempe, Arizona could be something relevant. Elevate and regulate. And then I heard the dog whisperer. Princess Diana this time. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. And if you listen to my message the other day, it was good vibrations from the Beach Boys. And now this person singing that song. It's such a good vibration, such a sweet sensation. Feel it, feel it. Good vibrations, good like sun kiss. Really want to know who done this? That's funny. They really liked Marky Mark. I was a fan of Marky Mark when I was a kid. I had his poster and everything. So, good vibrations. Yeah, Pamela Anderson. And I'm getting the beach show that they were in. The red bathing suit. Phineas, Plato, and Socrates. So something to do with that whole scenario of that Greek mythology. Sky is the limit, keep pressing on that. And then I started hearing that as the Tupac song. So sky is the limit, keep pressing on. You can have what you want, be what you want. Yeah. And meandering around King Chow's Chinese. Somebody really liked Chinese out there. I heard synagogue. Madeline travels around the country. Get out while you still can. So somebody's urging you to leave that toxic relationship because sometimes God will let you go through a lesson because he can only warn you so many times. And if you're going to keep pushing it away, then that's when, he just has to let the karma ball drop on, and whoever's guilty is guilty and whoever's not is innocent, right? So balls in your favor, fix their little red wagon. And then I heard, woohoo! Just me. Yeah. And then I heard, woohoo! It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. That's a song. 'Cause I got me for life. Minnie Mouse in me. This is for the dreamers, feelers, and me. It's something to do with the Muppets. It's like the song from a Muppets movie. And then they were going to the song Down in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. That was another show in the 80s. These are a lot of 80s references and 90s. Old school. Yeah, see, old school. I want to rock. I want to rock. Yeah, that song kept playing. Inebriated. Somebody's been drinking right now, especially a karmic who knows what they done did, and it's like there's Scrooge hiding out in their bed waiting for everything to just come tumbling down, and the walls come tumbling down, and the walls. That song just started playing. That's by I can't do this. So we all know that's a 80s rock song. Moving forward, because I can't think of them when I'm doing this. So Jenny Sue, Alex Trebek, Inquiring Minds Want to Know, Jenny Jones. That's definitely a 90s talk show. Go West. Somebody in Ancestors is telling you to go west. And then literally I close this out at channeling this at 11:11. So definitely that's your number if you resonated with any of this. 11:11 is all about new beginnings. If you're seeing 10:11 or 11:10, that's a number of you got to have endings to have new beginnings. So you even got to close out your 1333. As I say that, you got to close out your mind process to the end, to the past, because it's no longer a real version of time. It's in the past. It no longer exists anymore. So now you got to move forward and close up, grieve those periods. You can't just close them out. You got to grieve them. You got to heal them. It's like a wound. You can't just halfway heal a wound or it'll seep and it'll get infected, right? That's what your shadow side is doing for many people. That's why you're having this mass awakening, whether you want to or not now, because God has let you sit in your troubles and your sorrows, and now it's like, okay, action time. Where are you going to pick a side? And that's where the Noah's Ark thing is. It's like, and I've been telling people since I started this out in 2018, my theory is I'm not going to make anyone get on my boat, but I am like Noah's Ark. So when I tell you something, it is the complete truth because I'm an angel of truth. I try to give it as nicely as possible, but you're going to have to pick a side. And if you don't know which one's real and which one's not, you're still going to have to choose. And your choice is going to be your karmic cycle. So if you choose unwisely, because there's never really a right or wrong choice, it's just a longer road that you're going to have to go down. If you made the wrong choice, then I guess you're going to have a longer road, because you're going to have a few more years in that cycle. Cycles are usually 7 to 10 years. That's what karmic cycles are. And when you're with someone who is a karmic, that's why it's important to break free from them, because now you will be absorbing their karmic cycle. That's why when you're with a narcissist or an abuser, your life is so crazy, because it's not your karma you're living out their karma. If you have a toxic parent, you're not living out your karma. God didn't forsake you. You're living out your parents' karma, because they wouldn't walk away from the toxic things. So ultimately, it created a boomerang of toxic that hit the whole family. Kind of like all the spell work that's going on. People don't realize when people return that to sender, it curses your whole lineage. So you got a lot of innocents that are like, why is my life like this? Because your ancestors were not choosing wisely. And now that's why a lot of us are now light workers, and we come out here to clear that up, because we're like, I don't wish this on my lineage, and I'm going to clear it. And God's given us a go ahead. I just saw 1616. When I call out these numbers, definitely look them up if you're drawn to them, because it's got a message. And angel numbers change, but they keep repeating in your life in cycles. Like when you go through spiritual awakening, you have a certain set of numbers usually you'll have. But heed those, because if you pray and you're asking God for help, that's how he answers them, is through meditation. Through when you pray, that's how you send your message up to God. And when you meditate or pay attention to the signs, that's how you receive your messages. So God doesn't just come down and speak to us all the time. It's the energy, the environment. You got to think on an energy perspective. It's easiest for them to go in our computers or on technology, because they are light source, right? That's why angels talk to us and spirit talks to us through our gadgets and freezes our stuff. And a lot of times it's because they see something that we don't, and they're trying to save us a headache. So thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. I really appreciate you taking the time out to listen to these messages. They're definitely here to help you. All right, I got some messages for some empaths here. Let me know. Definitely hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and drop a heart in the comment section if this is your message, or an angel emoji. So I hear there's an earth empath out there, also called a geomantic empath. You were born to work outside. Your jobs are including being a geologist, tour guide, red collar worker. Go look that up. It's basically like agriculture and stuff. Conservationist. You are in tune with changes to the earth, the weather, the solar system, the universe, and you have the ability to sense large movements beneath the earth and sense natural disasters. You have a unique ability to ground and meditate with Mother Earth Gaia. You need to stop making assumptions. So, agreement number 3 out of the 4 elements. Find a book. Find courage to ask questions and express what you really want. You need to communicate clearly with others to avoid miscommunications, sadness, misunderstandings, and drama. Release judgments and preconceived notions right now. Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of healing. His name means God heals, and he's literally around you to help clear out all this negative energy that you've absorbed on your path. So right now it's important for you to surrender to the healing journey. And for any of you that are an empath out here, an empath is just 1919, as I say this, another version of an earth angel, where our mission is to come down here and make the wrongs right. So you just have different, go look up, there's like 10 different kinds of empaths. So a lot of empaths came out on this one, and earth angels. So that's why if you're seeing 444, it's also a reminder that you're an earth angel, but you have to heal this trauma. And that's why it's important for a lot of you to go out there and focus on your healing journey. and also focus on, stepping into your path, because you're not just an ordinary everyday person. You are an actual earth angel. You came here with the gift of clairsentience, which is the gift of feeling. You're an empath to the max. You feel from people, but you need to take your power back from that narcissist, because you're also a physical empath. You can feel people's symptoms in their own body, and you can also transfer pain like animals. If you touch an animal when they're in pain, you can feel their actual feelings. I've actually had that happen to me. I had a dog get kicked by a horse, and that dog came up to me and touched me and transferred its pain to me, and it was the craziest thing I've ever had in my life. Let me know if that's ever happened to any of you out there. If you've been seeing deer, and I just had a baby deer and its mom show up like really early in the morning, this is a symbol of being majestic and kind. It's a symbol of peace, serenity, honor, love, kindness, mercy, generosity, grace, and forgiveness. This is to all help heal your fight or flight pattern and your trauma wound around all this karmic energy that you've faced over the years. The antlers are about regeneration. So you're about to regenerate your life here soon, but you got to take back your power. And you do this by not reacting. You need to start practicing the gray rocking method. Go look that up. And create a daily self regimen. Healing is your best ammunition against a narcissist. By not reacting, you are not satisfying the emotional response needed by that narcissist. So if you want to shut a narcissist down, my favorite one is, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then walk away, because you'll start learning. I'm the biggest, like, people used to love when I was in my 20s to, like, a doll, like, wind me up and watch me go, because they thought it was fun to poke at me. And it doesn't matter how kind someone is. You also have, that's why you have the dark feminine and the divine feminine. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having the dark feminine, just like it's your ego side, right? But you can't have it unbalanced. When it's unbalanced, then it's not effective, because it's just spurting stuff everywhere. But when you're in your dark feminine and you're applied, like you are in your divine masculine or divine feminine, either one. But I'm just saying, when you're in that dark side, that's why God gave us that. That's why Archangel Michael is an angel, but he also is the only one that defeated the devil. Okay, because it's a sacred rage. And you'll know if you're in a sacred rage or an ego rage. An ego rage is not concise. A dark rage is where you've had enough and you're standing up for yourself, and you're actually asserting your energy to where it needs to be. But then you come up out of that, and then you pray and you clear your energy of that. You don't sit in it. That's the difference. Ego is where you sit in it for years, months, weeks, or whatever these karmics have been doing. They've been sitting in an ego rage for, like, what? Because you had the same ability, if not more, to do all kinds of things, and you chose to use all your abilities to hunt, stalk, and take from me. So that's the attitude you really need to have. And it's hard as an empath, because you got all these feelings, but that's why you have that sacred rage and that dark feminine, dark masculine. It's so you can, when people have enough, it's like the dorky kid in the school, they say, that gets picked on. Well, if that kid gets picked on enough, he will turn around and show everyone what he's all about. But he's a peaceful warrior. He doesn't want to do that. And that's what you are as an empath. So don't ever take your kindness for weakness. Don't ever think you're weak because you care about people. You just need to know that you're of a higher integrity and of a higher vibration, that you know how to switch in and out of the dark. I just saw 2424. You know how to coexist with the darkness, because those are your people that you have to go save. So you have to, like, make friends with the darkness, but you don't hang out there. If you get the choice, you're going to hang out in the love and light and the happiness. That's where I hang out at. but I'm friends with the darkness. Like the hawks and the crows come and help me on my journey when I got a deal, and they protect me in the darkness. But they know I don't hang out there. So it's like your little bodyguard. So let me know. Definitely drop it down below if this is resonating with you. Okay, so there is also somebody, there's a singer performer out there. If you've been seeing 333, you could be an influencer too. Spirit wants to remind you of the law of here and now. That's karmic law number 9. 9 is the number of endings. We cannot be present if we are looking backward. Remove attachment to the past. You have a heavy emotional anchor in the past of not feeling good enough. Spirit wants to remind you, Peacock is your spirit guide, and this is a symbol of good fortune. It protects you from reptiles and lizards, and you can put them at your door and in your house to create a cycle of to draw in good energy. So go look that up, definitely. But your ancestors are on it, and they want you to take this as a positive sign, especially if you've been seeing peacock feathers or 999. A gift from the ancestors is coming that's divinely protected. Be grateful to God. He's got your back. Things are going to get better. Your manifestations that you've been dreaming of are and working on are coming. So be happy and smile. You deserve it. Doesn't matter if you can see it yet. It's coming. That's where you got to have your faith. And God wants to remind you that you're getting your blessings now because it's divine timing. Because if you would have got this a couple years ago in the headspace you were in, it wouldn't have worked out the same way. And some of you were blessed with some money. It was like a prequel, a test to see what you would do with it. And they saw that you were responsible, that you paid your bills, you did what you could. You maybe bought a couple lavish like vacations, but you didn't go overboard. You didn't go buy mansions and Ferraris. So now this is like your second inheritance that you're getting, this second windfall of money. They know you've been saying, God, why do all these bad people get this money and I don't get this money? So now here's your chance to show it. But be very careful how you spend it, because this is your karma now. This is your gift. It's not just money now. It's like, what are you going to do to change what's been done in the past? You have the gift. You have all the resources now. You're going to have a nonprofit. That is one thing you need to keep in mind. Do not let anyone talk you out of this nonprofit, because if you build it, they will come. It's supposed to be for youth. There's whatever community you're currently in. I feel like there's going to be some people that are in like the LGBTQ community that are going to be building like shelters or youth homes or something like that to provide basic life skills, stuff like that to kids, and also teach them gifts. I'm hearing somebody's going to be opening up some kind of farming, planting foundation in their community to help feed the kids. Like, there's going to be a lot of programs like that, and that's what this money is coming for, and that's what it was originally supposed to be used for. But the narcissists before you were so vain and worried about things that didn't matter that they didn't use it for the right money. So here's your chance, chosen ones. What are you going to do with it? It's not that, and also don't get in this mode where you can't have nothing, because it is okay for you to have something. Spirit wants you to finally get what you need to feel comfortable, but not overdo it. And there's where you draw the line, but you can be comfortable. But as long as you're paying it forward every day, it's going to keep reciprocating. And this is going to be the gift I hear that doesn't stop giving. So if you're an empath, because you're an earth angel, you know how to apply this, but make sure, I'm going to point this out, you take care of yourself. You can't just give your money to everyone else because you feel bad for them. You need to first take care of you. You make sure you're straight. All your stuff's taken care of. And then you make a program that applies, because giving money doesn't always help people. It's the knowledge. It's the teach a man kind of fish kind of thing. So some people just need better mentors than the people that are in their life currently. So we're thinking more about than just giving money to people, okay? Because money is nice to people. You can do things, but some people don't know how to manage money, especially if they haven't had it. So sometimes it's easier just to give them, if they're really down and out, give them groceries, give them physical things they need, but also give them knowledge, give them your peace of mind, give your time, give your love. Okay, cook a meal for somebody, have a get together. These are things that you're gonna want to start putting your intentions around. And if you ever get the chance to go read about Marjorie Post, I did a woman's. You can actually go look at her video that I did for she was like my shero. I did a woman's video series to honor Woman's Day in, like, what is it, May or March. And Marjorie Post was like the first billionaire woman in like the 1900s. Okay, might I add, that is right before even voting was a thing for women. So it's because her dad died and he was the Post cereal guy, and she inherited all of his stuff. So she had all this money, and she actually is the reason why we have flash freezing, because she took her money and invested it in the guy's idea, and he just needed the money to get his idea out there. She actually paid for, like, I think 9 women's full college scholarships to go to school. So go definitely check out her story if you need some inspiration. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be a philanthropist, but looking cute while you do it. Because God doesn't want you. It's the fact that you've never really got to live comfortable, where you did for a little bit, and then somebody got jealous and came and took that away, and never really let you have it back. So now it's important for you to be a role model. So you do need to not be in sweats, and you do need to have your hair brushed. It's not about wearing makeup. It's not about the beauty part of it, but it's about being put together, if that makes sense. Please let me know if this is your message, you'll know. But definitely you're going to get your break here. Singer, performer, philanthropist, or influencer. So I'm also hearing there's a medium out there. You're starting on this path, and you can see auras. You actually have that gift. This is a family bloodline gift. Also, you can be a physical medium, automatic writing, channeling. These are things you need to look up, though, and also about being a certified yogi, because you're going to use these 2 gifts. Or if you're a yogi, you actually have the gift of mediumship. But it's important, if you're seeing 1212, step out of your comfort zone. You're divinely protected and guided to start and create a new beginning. If you're a woman in hermit mode coming out, you're ready to meet your partner. You have done the inner work, and you're ready to meet your real love soulmate connection. You're about to cross paths with your twin flame because you've actually put in the work. Attracting your soulmate, your family, and your partner. It's all coming. Archangel Uriel is the archangel of, enlightenment. Somebody's got a blocked throat chakra, and he's illuminating the situation with his heavenly light, helping you think clearly. This angel of wisdom will help when you meditate to set your intentions, and help students needing intellectual assistance. This is also tied into the archangel of karma. He wants you to remind you of the karmic law number 7, law of focus. We cannot think of 2 different things at the same time. So here's a sign from God that your intuition is correct, and this confirmation that you have heightened intuition right now. Divine timing is definitely in action. There's no such thing as coincidences. Angels are protecting you. But you've got to let freedom ring. The song from Martina McBride, "Let Freedom Ring," is singing all lights are green right now, but keep the faith. 777. Somebody around you is riding your coattails to success. This is a toxic relationship. They're just using you for selfish purposes. Cut off toxic connections. And the reason why you want to cut off people too is for the fact that they're secretly hiding in your energy, using up all your energy, and that's why you can't get stuff done that you need to get done. You just need to say, I do not accept this energy. If you're in my energy and you're not me, get out. Angels, please clear out all the in my energy, and so it is. Amen. So bottom line is it's important to expand your career here. The darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. That's from Martin Luther King Jr. Do not match energy at this time. Send love and light to all your situations that are negative so the angels can heal them. Use prayer and surrender to God and the angels. And it's like you have a choice. Yes, I know what the karmics did was unfair and unjust, but you made it this far. Is it time to show up and show out? Or let God show up and show out? Because I see him showing up and show out, and he did it way better than I could ever have thought of doing it. So I'm going to go with that. And I just saw 3606. So remember, all is not fair in love and war. War and love exist in two different universes because we are in the middle of a spiritual warfare right now. Somebody needs to know right out there in my collective, the boss is conspiring with your coworkers. Somebody around you is taking notes. This is a sign from spirit to respond, but don't react because this is a karmic lesson. Just learn from it. God's gonna do the handling. You got to train your brain that you don't have to handle no more. That's when we surrender. God handles it for us. And that's hard at the beginning, but you'll get used to it, I promise. If I can do it, anybody can do it because I'm the most stubborn, I think, in the world. Well, not quite, but pretty close. It took me 6 years to get out of all the karmic chaos that people truly embedded in me. I thought it would only take a year or two. Nope. So if you're in that, just keep going because it gets better. I promise. The more you surrender, the better it gets. Sign from spirit. Don't react. Respond. Somebody's house is coming, so that's why you want to mess up your blessings. I ain't gonna let anybody mess up my blessings right now. And that's what these karmics are doing with all this spell work and trying to scare you and this and that. They're trying to take away your focus. And I'm seeing a unicorn. The unicorn horn represents a single-minded focus. It's also your magic wand. So where do you want to focus it at? The negativity and get more negativity, or you want to focus at the far beyond that God said, hey, I got something over here. I can't show it yet, but I promise it'll be good. Well, he's never let me down, so I'm going to go with him because the karmics have let me down all day long. Beware of someone who makes you feel guilty about what they are doing to you because they're stuck in victimhood. They have a hidden agenda and they're focused on themselves. This is a confirmation of gaslighting and manipulation. So definitely let me know if this resonated, beautiful souls. I'm going to wrap this up. There's a psychometric empath, psychometry, I can't say it. You have the gift of psychometry. This is a gift. You have the ability to sense emotions and energy from objects. So you can pick up an antique and feel like it if it was from the World War II, and you can actually feel what happened to the person that owned that. You're able to relate objects to specific people, locations, or events. I'm definitely seeing a private eye, something like that, some kind of investigation. You could definitely do that. You would be good in it. And also, there's somebody who is a private eye that's on your case, I'm hearing. But Spirit is saying, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. There will come an answer. So there's going to be some kind of official person that comes to you that's going to give you some kind of information that was hired. And or if you're an empath, a psychometric empath, then you have the gift of psychometry, and you could definitely be an private eye. So, and there's definitely some things that make you go, out there. Betrayal is a city close to the river, denial, and all those things are coming up. So don't worry about that right now, because angels are coming to the rescue right now. You need to work on clearing out your crown chakra, and you can do this by using the violet flame. It represents purity, spirituality, and enlightenment. Your crown rules your consciousness. You can also do the rabbit corpse pose or the inverted yoga pose, which is a headstand, and affirmations. This will help clear it out, because you don't want to get stuck in toxic patterns of ego, imposter syndrome, or not sure of self. Because somebody out there really needs to practice automatic writing, and something to do with the musician. I feel like if you're a musician, you have the gift of automatic writing, which means that you can channel your songs. So that's pretty cool. Definitely let me know if that's you. I'm going to close this message out right here with the divine message number 101 of protection, prophetic word, Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment shall condemn. Thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. So, and so it is. Amen. I just saw 41:41. Let me know how that resonates, beautiful soul. I'm going to leave it there. Remember that your angels love you, I love you, and God definitely loves you. Don't give up today. Have a wonderful day.